Good afternoon. Michael Mazarang here again, and today we're going to look over a commercial building that has foundation settlement. And I'm going to walk around a little bit to give you perspective. The guys are here already. They've excavated down to the foundation. As you see, we've got a pretty good footer to work with, and we also have discovered that a foundation repair company in the past has put a helical piering system here, and come to find out also that due to lack of oversight, the company was also supposed to put some piers along this area of the exposed footing, but we've discovered that no piers exist. So we'll talk about that for a minute. So what we're coming in to do is to kind of finish up what the other company started and just didn't complete. So you can see here these piles of dirt that have been excavated, and you can see also the damage on the masonry, the split here, the classic zigzag crack that you find with foundation settlement, and of course the footer here where the guys are prepping the area for what we call a deep foundation. Back when the original repair was done, you can see here a brick mason was hired to install some new bricks and marry up to the original brick. And since the job was incomplete, we've got new movement all along the area that was repaired. So, Chris, of course, we're doing this the correct way this time. And as far as third-party oversight to verify, I mean, we always do things right. We have for 25 years, but we have a licensed engineer verify what we're doing here. So tell me a little bit about what you've seen here today as you got started with the project that you want to share with the public about foundation repair, about installing a deep foundation. What are you guys going to do here?
We're going to install a micropile system that is going to go down into bearing soil and not just ride out on some of these rocks and things that, if you may notice over here in these dirt piles, there's some natural rock that exists in this part of the county. We're out here in downtown Monroe, but also over here, draw your attention back to this excavation, you can see the old foundation repair bracket. The biggest problem with that bracket is not going to work irregardless, because they never even chipped the footing back. That bracket is only under the lip of the foundation. It's not even under the wall weight. That pile is absolutely worthless.
And we see that a lot with the waterproofing companies that put these systems in. They don't trouble themselves to chip that away properly to get the L bracket right up underneath the load of the building itself.
Exactly.
And we see this a lot. We're having to go back behind these companies on a regular basis now to redo these types of projects that are, improperly installed to begin with. No engineering oversight, improper layouts, insufficient footing prep. All these things that we were taught 25 years ago back in the day when we did it in the field. Obviously the lost art of foundation repair seems to be more of an issue these days, isn't it?
Absolutely. I couldn't say that enough. People seem to view this as a very linear event, and they don't trouble themselves or understand. They just come out and just put X in the ground and they're done, and it clearly doesn't work, because now the property owner is going to have to spend the same money, if not more, twice.
Yeah, that's right. So, a lesson learned, it's always good to have pre-construction engineering on your project. Partner with a good engineer for production during the project. And it's always good to ask questions about the company. Take photographs, take documentation of the install, so to verify, verify the quality of the install. Take some video, like we are today. So certainly, there's a lot of companies out here that claim to be foundation repair experts, and very few like us that have been around the industry for 25 years. They're just non-existent. So certainly when you're it's not the glossy brochure or the logoed car that you need to look at. You need to ask questions. Ask to speak to the job foreman. Ask to see who's in charge of the crew, and ask them how many years of experience they have before you make a decision on a foundation repair contractor. So very important to try to find your way to the more experienced people. And, as you can see, Chris's job sites are neat and clean. Chris is also an expert in installing not only a helical piering system, which is what most of the franchisees do today, but we can also do micropiles, which is a much more effective product when you're dealing with this type of soil with rocks in it like this. So we have the ability to do a helical pier or a micropile. Job site is nice and neat and clean. We'll leave the job site cleaner than when we found it, and install these 4 piers, load the piers, and then of course it's up to the homeowner if he wants to do additional brickwork to support this repair. What do you think, Chris? You think you'll bring it up a little bit?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. That's good. That'll make the owner happy, and certainly appreciate you coming out to the job site with us today. If you have any questions about foundation repair, installing a deep foundation, question about helicals and or micropiles, just reach out to the number at the bottom of the screen on the video there. But we look forward to hearing from you, talking more about foundation repair. And you can now speak with the real experts in the industry, just a phone call away. Again, we appreciate you listening today, and look forward to hearing your phone call. Thank you very much.